Here are a list of companies so far who abandoned DEI. So Meta, we're going to talk about that in a bit. Meta was one of them. McDonald's, Walmart, Boeing, Mo Coors, Lowe's, Ford, Jack Daniels, Harley Davidson, John Deere, Tractor Supply, Toyota, Nissan, Caterpillar Inc., and the DEI grift is dying. I think it's starting to heal.
I think Amazon also. I've read somewhere Amazon starting to cut down on DEI.
Yeah, so the reason why I think that, if you don't know, our lovely mayor here in Southern California, Los Angeles, Mayor Karen Bass, she was on a vacation in Ghana. She went to Africa, right? She went back to the motherland, and when she went back to the motherland, that's when the fire broke out, right? So that's when the fire broke out, and I believe a couple of days ago when she came back, people were interviewing her, and they're like, "What do you have to say for yourself? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna help people here?" I heard a lot of insurance canceled the fire insurance, and policies have changed. What are you gonna say? It was like 2-3 minutes of them asking her a bunch of questions. She said nothing, and she just left. She was literally at the terminal. She was literally at the airplane terminal. She just literally got off. She didn't say anything. She fucking dipped. She went to the emergency exit. It says, "Do not go over here or the alarms will sound." She went to the emergency exit. The reason why I said that it's the fault of DEI, in my opinion, okay, this is my opinion, and the person who lives here in California, grew up in Los Angeles. The reason why is because they hire people like this. All right, this is the Los Angeles Fire Department Assistant Chief Christine Larson. Let's go and see what this diversity hire have to say about that kind of stuff.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person
the fuck. No, I don't give a shit if there's an emergency. Well, the person who has to save, example, if my house is on fire, it has to be an Asian. It has to be a Filipino Chinese who has to save me. So if I have to ignore everyone else. If it's not a Filipino Chinese, my house can burn on fire, can go on fire for all I care. If I follow that line of reasoning.
That's crazy. Like the thing is, this has been going on for a long time now. And now we're seeing it like literally in action. We're seeing it like it's actually happening right now. People are dying. People are losing their livelihoods, right? Things can get rebuilt. Things can get remade. But that's not the point, right? It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of money for people to get back their livelihoods, right? You have a house, that you built. You have a restaurant. You have a store that like, oh, my grandfather built this. My great-grandfather built it. It's like all that history, legacy is gone because of incompetency. Now, let's continue. That's not even the worst part of this mini video.
A little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have
to carry him out of the fire.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. This lady needs to be like a janitor at. This is a man or a lady? I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't know either.
This is a lady.
I don't know either.
I don't know anymore. Okay. This person basically said, I'm gonna let her speak it. I'm gonna let her speak it. Right over here. Let's go a little bit right here.
To do this, or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Only about 5% of working firefighters are women. So, Grae, just letting you know, if you live in LA, or you live in any of these woke DEI infested governmental institutions that we pay money for from our taxes, right? It pays their salary. If your house is on fire and like 50% of the firefighters out there are women, there's a 50% chance you're just going to die.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's apparently my fault if I got caught in between the fire and there's no. And I couldn't escape. It's my fault.
It's your fault. Why? You start. Yeah, it's your fault. It's a forest fire. It's your fault there's a homeless guy outside, a crackhead, lighting shit up. Yeah, it's your fault, Grae. Yeah. So this is the shit that I've been dealing with. This is the shit that that people in California, my family has been dealing with. Like I said, I grew up, I lived here in California my entire life. It never used to be like this. All right. It never used to be like this. And the thing is that they're also hiring, and they already have illegal immigrants as police officers. They have illegal immigrants. Okay. Illegal.
Yeah, that's illegal. Yeah, it's crazy.
But wait, there's more. So this was the scene. This was the senor, right? The assistant chief, Christine Larson. Let's talk about the actual chief right over here. All right.
Oh,
so this
yeah.
is
Okay. I actually thought that was just like a spokesperson, but
no, that was an assistant. That was the assistant chief. Okay. This is the actual chief, this white lady. And she says that DEI and hiring more women, getting in more diversity hires is a good thing. Now, she said that the budget cuts hindered the response to California fires. She said that because there was a huge budget cut. The budget cut was from Karen Bass, all right? The mayor of LA. She took a lot of money out to basically divert them to other places, right? Oh, we're going to take some of your, we're going to take like several millions of dollars away from the firefighters. The thing is that like, it's Mayor Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom's fault. There's so much shit that happened is because of the incompetency of these two people that are basically in charge of a lot of people's livelihoods. But Karen Bass did not like that shit. She did not like it at all. She said that, bitch, you call me out, you're done. LA fire chief is dismissed by Mayor Karen Bass after lashing out over department cuts as deadly blazes devastates the city. The city. It's not just Palisades. There's so many other fires right now.
Yeah. As chat said, it's like I wouldn't be surprised if they're in actually cahoots with the people who started it to begin with.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And
they can just make the narrative that, oh, it's because he cut our budget, that's why we couldn't work. Bullshit like that.
Yeah. Like, do you want what makes matters worse? People are saying that this is climate change. Oh, it's the reason why there's a lot of fires that are happening in Southern California right now is because of climate change. I'm once again asking for your help for money for climate change. All right. So if you guys don't know who I'm mimicking right now, I'm talking about Bernie Sanders. Okay. Bernie Sanders is literally using this as an opportunity to push his garbage climate change. Okay. Is climate change real? Yes. But is this the reason? Is this the fucking reason why it's the fires because of climate change? Absolutely fucking not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look right over here. I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles. It is an extraordinary, beautiful place. Watching LA burn is extremely painful. The footage is nothing short of apocalyptic. I'm starting to sound British. I am deeply sad for the people in this wonderful city. We need climate change now. Yeah, he's using this his bullshit to push this, right? Saying that how the reason why LA is burning is because of climate change. What a piece of shit. And Gavin Newsom, basically, he's on the news, recently, and he was like, "Oh, what's it called again? Anthony, whatever his name is, I forgot that the white dude." Asked him, "Hey, what are your thoughts that Donald Trump says that you're a bad governor and this is all your fault?" And he's like, "I don't want to like their lives, the people's lives are being affected here. Stop trying to politicize this." Well, it is your fault. Do you know why it's your fault? Because 3 fucking years ago, you said, because who needs water anyways?
Mm-hmm.
This state, California, is one of the most beautiful states in the US and is being fucking destroyed by these commie fuckheads. I'm so fucking pissed off. Like, it's just laughable now. Like, I can't really just get mad. It's just fucking laughable. It's disgusting, right? And the reason why he said this is because it's breaking news: the Trump administration will finalize the repeal of what's it called? Of clean water regulation that limits the use of polluting chemicals near bodies of water. So I believe I believe this is this is not 2 years ago. This was like 5 years ago. Donald Trump said he's going to help California, and he says, "Go fuck yourself." So it's sad. Let's go and talk about this last one right over here. All right, there's another post right by Kaizen D Asidu. This is how DEI destroyed LA Fire Department's ability to deal with the fire. So let's go in here. It's a little long, but I haven't seen this yet. But I do want to listen to what this guy has to say.
3 days ago, I had to evacuate my home in California due to the fires. Now, fortunately, I have friends who I was able to stay with. But many people don't have that good fortune, and now many people are homeless, and some have died. This disaster was caused by multiple variables, and people have different opinions on which one should be weighted the most. Some have identified arson, some have pointed to climate change. But regardless of the cause, hopefully we can all agree that we have a great degree of control over the response. And the response has been well below what we actually deserve. And part of the reason why is because we have inverted our priorities and are focusing on things like diversity, equity, and inclusion instead of efficacy. And as a result on DEI, people have died. And in this video,
DIE. Right? DIE. Like, it's like the water issue, like refilling the water hydrants, getting out of planes. It is unfortunate that the Santa Ana winds this year was insane. That's why there's not a lot of planes that can go out. But as 100% DEI, it's not 100%. It's part of the bigger issue.
Yeah,
I'm going to explain why. Last year, the LA Fire Department had its budget slashed by $17.6 million. In response to that, on December 4th, the head of the LA Fire Department, Kristen Crowley, sent a letter to Karen Bass, the mayor of LA, saying that they are not prepared for a variety of different disasters, including wildfires.
So they knew that it was going to happen. Like, they knew it was going to happen. It's like, hey, just letting you know, if there's another fire, we're not going to be prepared for it. And Karen Bass says, I don't care. Let them die. Right? And a lot of people are basically saying that, let California burn, let LA burn and stuff like that, right? It's a Sodom Gomorrah issue, right? It's like, this is God's doing. Sodom, that the fact that California is able to live, God owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology, right? So, the thing is that there's a lot of innocent lives here that happen. People, a lot of innocent people here died.
Yeah, lost their livelihood or outright just passed away. Unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now, $17.6 million constitutes about 2% of LAFD's budget. But it's not about just the budget cuts. It's also about how they're spending their existing budget, because a significant amount, at least $1 to $2 million, was spent on diversity, equity, and inclusion policy. In recent years, critics have complained that LAFD is too white, too male, and has too much nepotism. Now,
oh my God. Look, if I was in a burning building, I want the sweatiest, buffest, most masculine guy to kick down the door and save me, right?
Yep.
Like I'm basically, it's like, oh shit, because there's a video of like these two guys and a dog, and they're literally looking outside of their house, and like it's their whole entire backyard is like covered in flames, right? And it's like, oh no, everything is going to be okay. And then they're like hugging each other, and then the hero could save. It's like door fucking blows open, and it's like, I've come to rescue you. Oh shit, right? If it's a girl, she'd be like, ow, my shoulder. Can you open the door? This axe is too heavy. Why is the axe so heavy? I need help. What? Ow, jeez. I'm going home. I have I'm on my period. I have to leave now. Man, just die. Just die. Just fucking die. Oh my god, dude.
Now, the nepotism is a fair claim because if you're choosing people based on who they know, you're not necessarily picking the best people. And the desire to make LAFD's visual representation more representative of the racial and gender distribution in LA is understandable. But when we make diversity even a secondary goal when efficacy is the primary goal, then focusing on the secondary goal at all can get in the way of the primary. Now, this has been going on for a while. When the
And I'm
previous
noticing a
mayor,
trend
Eric Gar-
always. I'm glad that it's black people that are speaking out against this because like their voice is more effective in calling out the If it's like me, a really white Asian or a Caucasian dude, they'll probably not listen more because like we're at the crosshairs of DEI. So it's good that it's actually black people are calling this up. Yeah, stop with this bullshit. Stop using race or gender or whatever it is you want to represent. And it's starting to destroy lives, and it's not just entertainment anymore. And it's more severe now. It's because as implied, it's lives. There were lives lost unnecessarily or livelihoods destroyed unnecessarily because of DEI. And I hope more people speak up against this, and hopefully we can get rid of DEI once and for all.
Yeah. All right. Let's watch a little bit more of this.
Garcetti entered office in 2013, he set a goal of raising the number of women in LAFD from 2.9% to up to 5% by 2020. As of now, the percentage is 3.5%. Now, the current head of the LAFD is Kristen Crowley, and here's what she had to say about her diversity goals.
Here we go.
She took time out of her already busy schedule to
Here we
tell
go.
us about her vision for the department's future, one that includes a 3-year strategic plan to increase diversity.
People ask me, well, what number are you looking for? I say, I'm not looking for a number. It's never enough.
Now, you might not think this is a big deal. After all, who's going to get upset about wanting more diversity? But in practice, when you have scarce resources and you have a secondary priority, that secondary priority can get in the way of the first, especially in an environment where there's scarce resources and your department has lost $17.6 million in budget and needs to make sure that every dollar is allocated to the most important needs. You might even think that, okay, we can have diversity be first and merit be a tiebreaker, but that's not actually what's happening in practice. Three of the top women at LAFD.
I don't want any of them to save me. If I'm saying it now, if my house, for whatever reason, God forbid, my house goes up in flames, if any of these women show up on my door, just let me die. Just. And I do agree with you, Grae. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. The one in the middle is gonna say it's your fault. He's gonna go all the way there. Hey, Phil, it's your fault. So you go.
Yeah, it's like oh man, there's a fire in my backyard. There's some arsons happening. Like like my neighbor's house is burnt down already. It's too late for me to evacuate. And then the fire department is here. Hello? Are you Phil? Yeah. Can you save me? Nah, it's your fault. See ya. But yeah, I 100% agree with you that like I'm glad there's a black person that's saying this. Do you know why I'm glad there's a black person that's saying this?
Mm-hmm.
Because this person says that this fear is how black people felt. It's how we feel every day when we live. During BLM riots, especially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say anymore, man. It's they're basically using this platform to they're using their race. It's like, oh, your house is on fire. Well, now you know how we feel. Absolutely insane. But there is some good news when it comes to these fires. I guess there's some good news. All right. And the reason why there's some good news, I know this is satire though. I know this is not real. as a satire. But wouldn't it be funny if tragedy strikes twice for BLM founder Patrice, as 2 of her 3 LA mansions were burned down by the fire?
Oh, okay.
That would be so funny if this was true. But it's not, right? Remember, BLM stands for Buy Large Mansion. Oh man. But yeah, the fire here is pretty fucked up. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's like I said, I have a feeling it's just it's arson. It's arson, and I think cutting funding was a huge mistake for LA and stuff like that, man. But yeah. It wasn't true. No, it wasn't true. It was community noted that says that it's satire. Okay? It's satire. See right over here. I'll bring it up right over here. It was community mode. This is satire. The byline is fake. It is, however, true that Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrice used BLM donation money to buy mansions for her own personal use. Yeah, imagine if it was real. That would be so funny.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.